Alrighty, the level 40 Astrologian quest is given to us by Genequinard in Ishgard in the Athenaeum Astrologicum. It's called A Lesson in Patience. The reward is less experience points than the warrior and bard quests I just did. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. Hold on. They all need the same amount. That's weird. Okay, whatever. A lesson in patience. Here we go. Are you doing well, Mercy? Well then that at least makes two of us. I cannot keep such important news from you, Mercy. Lady Leveva and Quimperane, just last night they fell victim to another ambush at the hands of bandits. The ever-resourceful Quimperane proved his invaluable worth once again with a dashing display of chivalry that would shame any knight in the sea. A statement that attests the sorry state of our knights, but that is a chat we can have over a different cup of tea. When Lady Leveva attempted to retire to a room at that filthy inn in the Broom, I had our sorely disused second floor cleared and furnished with trappings from my own home. She is up there now, and asked to see you the moment you arrived. Sorry I stumbled through that so much, but I don't know what it was about those groupings of words, but it sucked. For me, at least, I don't know. And then, just upstairs, is Leveva. For the turn-in. Maybe that's why the experience points were so little. But cutscene. This is weird. Wait, you don't seem at all surprised to see me here. Did Genequinard tell you of the attack? Damn the fool. And after I told him to keep his mouth shut. Though, I suppose I must bear some of the fault for ever thinking he could do as he was told. Quimperane just kind of gives a shrug. Now, I suppose you are wondering why I summoned you here to these makeshift chambers, and no, it has not to do with the bandit attacks. It appears are much more common in your realm than I thought. There are times when the heavens may provide you with a vision of a future that is slightly beyond your original aim. In these cases, the stars are not flawed, only out of order. So by shuffling a card back into the deck, we are in no way ignoring or denying a future, merely postponing a reading intended for a later date, and replacing it with something that better pertains to the present. I trust that you will pick up this technique swifter than Genequinard. She puts her hands on her hips. We get 10,780 experience points. We get our AoE heal with a region component. I love it. Aspected Helios, I believe, yeah. And that's the end of the quest. But I believe there's going to be a follow-up. There has to be. Right? 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 Okay, yes, good, cool. I'm going to switch these. So my white mage pretty much only uses the AoE region heal. So, and that's going to, I think that's pretty much the same slot too. Hold on, let me see. Yep, Medica 2, or 3, sorry, Medica 3 is there. Obviously that's upgraded from the first one, but cool. Looking forward to that, although, yeah, actually there have been some instances during some dungeons when I would rather have done something like this than a Helios. Anyway, it's very rare. Like there are times when group-wide damage is quite high, and you'll want to probably do an aspected Helios and then Helios, maybe spam if you need it, but not common in a lot of dungeons, Here is Leveva to continue. This is called Slings and Arrows. Slings and Arrows. So level 40 quest number 2. Are you ready, my pupil? The gate to the fourth heaven awaits. However, the location I have chosen for attunement will not remain the most optimal for long. You are to travel with Genequinard, and I will make the journey with Quimperane. There are no objections? Good. You didn't even tell me where it was. Oh, Genequinard knows? Okay, fine. If it is Lady Leveva you seek, she just left with Quimperane for Limsa Lominsa. If you make haste, you may still be able to catch them at the airship landing. Me? As much as I would like to indulge myself on the pillows of Rotano pleasure barges, there is a congress to be held in the vault, and all the prominent houses have been summoned. My presence at such an event would be sorely missed, so I fear this next lesson must needs proceed without me. I'm certain that Lady Leveva will understand. I can always open the third gate another day. Or was it the fourth? Third or fourth, it is of no matter. The stars certainly will not be going anywhere. Sure. I think, yeah, we're gonna take a flight. I believe it is this airship ticketer right here. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm drowning. Someone lend a hand. Someone save me. I don't think I can. We want to go to Hawker's Alley. We come too far to turn around. Cannot reach for you when I'm lying face down. Reach myself, I'm lost in a moment. I think that's the words, I'm not sure. Here's Quimperane to continue. Milady, the Lady Leveva is missing. We disembarked the airship together, but became separated in the chaos of the landing. Seeing as how the lady has found herself the victim of bandit attacks twice since arriving in Eorzea, I fear she may be targeted once again, especially considering the location. This is my first time setting foot in Limsa Lominsa, but I have been made aware of its landmarks. Might I suggest we search independently so that we might cover more ground? I shall start with several of the seemingly more disreputable locations, such as the Drowning Wench, the Astalicia, and the Missing Member. Would Milady be so kind as to search Fisherman's Bottom and the Coral Tower? Let us meet the 7th Sage once our survey is complete. Okay. I do want to sprint. I want to go down. Hey, if you want to go down, like some junkie cosmonaut, 1,000,000 miles below the sea. I'm sorry if I'm missing the words to a song that you like a lot. Vakebi, how you doing? Long time no see. 20-odd summers since I spilled from me ma's loins, and ain't once I ever heard the word astrologian. Now, in the span of 2 bloody bells, I gone and met myself not one, but an honest-to-goodness pair of live star-goppers. Didn't see where that other fair-skinned lass buggered off to. Ones as that, though, oft end up on the pleasure barges, if you catch me drift. So you think she was possibly abducted? Marauders Guild, yeah. Up here is Raynor, human. I saw him up here during the Marauder quest, and I was like, is he used for anything? Because I don't remember talking to him before this. Maybe this is his only purpose in this whole game. I don't know. We'll see. He's got a tricorn hat, sideways. Another astrologian? How odd. It is not often that even our city-state, known for its diversity, welcomes a single reader of the stars through its gates, let alone 2, and in the same day, no less. Yes, I took a few moments from my duties to speak with her about the city-state. She seemed quite interested in our dealings with the Sahagin, the Serpent Reavers, and the Garlean Empire. I told her what I could, but she left after only a few moments. It was as if she thought she was being pursued, but the Charlian was gone before I could assign her a yellow jacket escort. Oh, is there somebody else to talk to? Probably downstairs then? You know, yeah. I was gonna say, I've been removing minions from my minion roulette that don't bring joy, but I like the Byakko Cub. It's kind of a little cutie. Broenbar. He came with me. Was I, It was for the Marauder quests. Yeah, he was with me with the Marauder quests. Aye, I seen me a stuffy lass in rum garb poking her lovely head in the holes where it weren't wanted. 'Tis rare we get one so worldly down in the gurgling belly of the tower. I had to halt training to work out what the fuss was about. The maid inquired as to where she might find herself a nip or two of some of the strong stuff, so I pointed her in the direction of our resident apothecary, Carvelane, or at the 7th stage. That's where I'm meeting the person. Quimperine. That's where I'm meeting Quimperine. I don't know where it is, though. Oh, right there. Culinary. No. Near the Culinarians Guild, but not. But not in it. Here's Quimperine Carvelane. I remember you. It's been a while. Lady Mercy, I bear good tidings. The Lady Leveva is scheduled to return here within a matter of bells. It seems she entered a contract with Carvelane for the purchase of several of the apothecary's wares. An interesting girl, that one. Very rarely do we see young maidens walk the Lominsan streets without escort, and almost never do they come to me seeking, spice. Still, she did appear quite uneasy, as if being watched or followed. Suspicions, I must say, not uncommon in our fair city. Might she be in some manner of trouble? Those few who agreed to speak with me at the Drowning Wench and the missing member claim the same. My short stay on the Astalicia bore no fruit whatsoever. What were you able to find, milady? I tell him. Carvelane is a dark-skinned Elizan pirate-looking dude, purple tricorn, purple open V, deep V jacket. I see. So we have ascertained that the lady is being followed, and that she is aware of the fact. If this is the case, I believe she will attempt to move somewhere she will be in the plain sight of as many people as possible. I doubt that will help in this town. Kidnappings and killings are conducted in broad daylight here, and when they happen, most people just keep their heads down, so as not to have them removed from their shoulders. 12 damn this town! Milady, I shall set out once more and try to locate Lady Leveva. There is still the chance she may return here on her own, so I ask that you remain in case she does. If she has not arrived at the rendezvous point by the time of her scheduled meeting with Carvelane, then we shall both go to the one location that is most populated after the sun falls in Limsa, the Drowning Wench. Am I going to have a little marker to it? Yeah. Rendezvous point. It is glowing in a way that means we're going to have an event. Waiting. A level 44 capped event. Give me just a minute, please. So sorry about that, folks. Here we go. I've had some experience healing, to get from 30 to 40. Lots of healing dungeons. Our cutscene has the night sky, some constellations. We're still waiting here with Carvelane. It appears that your companion is tied up. Not literally, I hope. Perhaps you should head to the wench and see if she is there, like your friend believes. Though I fear that if she did not make it that far, you may never find her again. At least not alive. I'm just going to grab this really quick. Maybe we'll probably get a better one, but just in case. Worry not, my starry-eyed friend. If, by chance, she were to arrive here after your departure, you have my word that no harm shall come to her while she remains behind the 7th stage's doors. I give him a nod. Pegasus, come help. No. We run south. It's empty so far. There's a quote-unquote townsperson here. A woman in black. What's wrong with the woman standing before you? You say the same thing every time? Okay. Funny. I'm looking for a woman in black. What's wrong with the woman standing right in front of you? Huh, honey? Another townsperson. Male Rogadin. I might have seen Mia last scurrying off to the Hylian. What's the Hylian? Oh, down south that way? Okay. The other directions are kind of blocked off, so cool. Another townsperson. Will someone not save me? Oh. Suspicious astrologian. Me brave knight in shining armor, come give me a gutter kiss. Oops. What? Takes a lot of damage. Here's Quimprain to join me. Thanks for the help, finally, bud. That there are those about who would attempt to stall us must mean the lady still eludes them. Follow me. I fear she may not be able to remain hidden for much longer. We're going down the ramp that I passed. I think I was supposed to pass it. He is... Oh, is this her? Yep, she's kind of down. Mercy, we must save the... I don't know what I said. She's bound. I unbind her. Nope. Suspicious astrology number 2. Like moths to the flame, Celil be pleased when I bring her back your wings. Another imposter. Ifrit's fiery piss. Just how many of these damned rogues are there? Don't heal yourself when we're trying to kill you. Rude. We go not down yet. We're gonna go down. Well, I guess this is as far down as we can go. Quimprain, you are fast. Anybody ever tell you that? You're tank though, so like you getting there is not exactly gonna. You getting there first is the better thing to do. You guys are both suspicious, I know. 2 more pointing finger, like the Spider-Man meme, pointing fingers at each other. Quimprain's looking left and right at them. Which one is Lady Leveva? Probably neither. Eyes, Lady Leveva. You have to even ask, Quimprain. Lady Mercy, I cannot trust mine own eyes. Which is the true lady? I want to click on the one that's true. Yeah, okay. Quite clever of you, Mercy, to discern which of us was the imposter. Lady Leveva, stay behind me. Evil still lurks. Doll's balls, I thought she was one of us. Oh, so this suspicious astrologian thought that our actual Lady Leveva was another one of the suspicious astrologians. Cutscene. Lady Leveva, you have my apologies. It was my fault I allowed us to become separated. This is actually a better little scene for the thumbnail. Again, we'll see if there's better, but I like this one better. She nods to him. Do not blame yourself, Quimprain. I sensed danger at the landing, and it was my instinct to run, as ever I have. I forgot that I could trust you. Unfortunately, by the time I realized such, there was no sign of you, so I did what I could to blend in, choosing crowded places, speaking with as many locals as possible, though all the while feeling there were unseen eyes watching my every move. By the time I realized that my pursuers were simply leading me away from you, night had already fallen, giving them the perfect opportunity to strike. It was then that I witnessed several of the bandits had disguised themselves in garbs similar to mine. I assumed this was to confuse the 2 of you still searching for me. It was then I conceived the idea to play the part of an imposter myself. Why hide in the shadows when you can hide in plain sight? Very smart. That was quite brilliant of you, Lady Leveva. May I ask, were you, at any time, able to discern who these pursuers were? The amount of effort put into your captures would suggest they are more than mere pirates looking to sell you to slavers. Unfortunately, no. And I wasn't about to walk up and ask them who they were, or who had hired them, but that is all behind us now. Let us see if we can salvage something from this horrible night. The fourth gate ascends nearby. Mercy, shall we not see it made yours? To the anchor yard. Neck problems all the time. Actually, we'll probably grab this constellation. Oh no, is our way blocked? It is. And a marauder. Astute pirate, the marauder seems to be in charge. Isn't this gal behind him? She's familiar. Why is she familiar? Rogadin female, pirate hat, white hair down the right side of her face. Did we... Oh, wasn't she the one in charge when they kidnapped her dad? Or her grandfather? The male Rogadin pirate. Well, I'll be a barnacle and a kraken's arse if it ain't the star-gopping lassie come to scry us our fortunes. Tell us, which one of you'll be dying first, like? The beat red knight with a carp in his codpiece, or the stern-faced venture on her high hobby horse? Pugilist, at his side, the Rogadin female seems to be she has a book, so a scholar, or probably arcanist is a better word for it. Gods damn it! How many pirates are in this godforsaken hell? Leveva and I are ready with our globes, and Quimprain is ready with his sword and board. Probably not going to be able to keep up with what they're saying. There's no end to them. I'll try, though. Am I keeping him alive? Leveva, are you helping at all? Does that make it a guaranteed crit? So after the three in front of the Arcanist lady are down, she runs, but she runs to another group of pirates that are gonna help her out. Oh shit, why am I dying? Hello? Are you gonna tank, bud? I can't keep you alive any, Quimprain. Help? Oh, Brawn Bear's here to help. As well as Vikebi. Yes, Vikebi. Thank you guys. Sorry, pirate captain. I don't think you have anywhere to run now. Summon? I can't do anything about that, can I? Oh, I can! Can I sleep you again? Awesome. I can just keep sleeping her to stop her summon. That's hilarious. A manservant and a maid. That's all I was told. Worked up quite the thirst, I have. It's just gonna pop down in the next. If you find yourself beset by any more pirates or brigands and such, I'll be wetting me. Yeah, whatever. We have our cutscene with the pirate female Captain Arcanist lady and just the three of us again. Quimprain walks up to her. She's one knee down. And Carbuncle is behind her. Is that what she was trying to summon? The Topaz Carbuncle. Not sorry, Topaz. Amber? Topaz. Smacks him in the face. Knocks him down. She walks toward me. Quimpering is just down. He's not dead, but he seems like not moving at all. Ha ha! Lay down them weapons, or I'll cut the old man. He's not old. I'll cut the old man a new grin under his chin. I cannot believe that actually worked, says Leveva. Nor can I, but then again, never have I fought someone so credulous. Now let us do this as they do in the Now let us do this as they do in the Fear Babes. Fear Babes? The fuck is that? You step over here, I let the man go. Easy peasy. Just looks down at him. He's in pain but conscious, looking up at her. He opens his eyes. Wait, I know you. You're the bandit leader who attacked Lady Leveva's grandfather in the Black Shroud. She poses for him a little bit. Someone has a good memory for being so on in years. Well then, this changes everything. First off, I can finally drop this annoying pirate accent. And secondly, I suppose I can simply kill you now, rather than after pretending to let you go once the lady has drawn close enough. Screen goes black. It's fighting time again? No. Cutscene continues. Some more pirates, I think, are coming behind us. Yeah. Oh no. Our people. Rainer and a couple of yellow jackets. Stop right there. Unhand that man, or I'll have your head tarred on the prow of a galley by cockcrow. These words. Ugh. Unhand that man, or I'll have your head tarred and on the prow of a galley by cockcrow. Weird. First maniacal marauders, then feline fishers, and now the commodore of the Swiven Thalassocratic Navy. How many more gods is this machine going to drop on me? Until next time, Lady Leveva. And she is able to run, chased by Quimperain, but she has dove into the water, apparently. Dived, whatever. You have my apologies. I was a fool to fall for the bandit's trick. Amazing. In all my years, that was the first time I've ever seen that feigning death trick actually work. But now is not a moment to be dwelling on our many failings. I have a dastard to apprehend. You would be surprised how often people run after being told to stop right there. He gives a wave. He and the yellow jackets go running. The three of us form a triangle to talk. Lady Leveva, that pirate, she was the same bandit who... Yes, I know, and that changes little, for I still have no idea who she may be, or who she may be working for. There is naught we can do until the Commodore brings the woman to justice, or until she decides to attack us again. What we can do is what we came here for. Mercy's training. Screen goes black. We're looking at the port of Limsa Lominsa. Some ships. Now, look at the stars and behold the arrow. We look. The fourth heaven, or the heaven of wind, was created atop a lofty peak by Oshan, the wanderer, whose footsteps had been guided by the navigator. The wind that blows off Limlayans, that's L-L-Y, Mary L-A-E, Nancy, apostrophe Sam. Limlayans seas guides the arrow fast and true, and so shall it deliver the weary souls of those trapped in the mire of confusion, indecision, and over-contemplation. And we see an archer. The fourth heaven has opened its gates, allowing you access to its sacred penetralia. Penetralia? Words. These words. From this day forth, its power is yours to interpret and wield. Grab this thumbnail. Grab this for the thumbnail. And once again, it is horizontal. So, like, if you turn your head, you can see an archer, like, on one knee, bow pointed like a 45-degree angle from horizontal. Yeah, whatever. Spam risk. Love these phone calls. That power will further aid you as you continue to hone your skills. Now, let us return to Ishgard. I have a few words for a certain student of mine who felt inclined to forgo this particular lesson. Ooh, Jeanette Renard's in trouble. Hey, Potato was here. Did you wave to me while I was in the cutscenes? I just realized yesterday, after talking to him in the free company for a little bit, like we were chatting about healing. Someone had kind of been sort of kind of starting scholar, not starting, but like was a scholar healer, kind of learning the ropes, and he and I were a few of the people trying to give advice, and didn't even notice until like hours later that his name is P-O-E space T-A-I-T-O for Potato. I saw Poe, I was just calling him Poe in my mind, and then you know, nonetheless, 'twas Potato the entire time-o. And I am the dumb-o. But what else is new-o? I am the dumb-o. Everyone else is dumb too. Ah, mercy, you might have had the decency to warn me that Lady Leveva was in a mood with me for not joining you. She seemed to think I was to blame for your misadventures. Now, why would that be? It is not as if my being there would have prevented the bandits from attempting to abduct Leveva. Abduct? Abduct? No, that's right, yeah. These being the same bandits who attacked you in the Black Shroud, which, by the way, is another location I was not at. This is plainly something far beyond our control. And furthermore, it is not as if I was merely sipping cordials and waltzing with baronets. I was helping further our cause. I spoke with several high-ranking cardinals about Lady Leveva being granted the opportunity to speak at the vault regarding Charlian astrology. What do you think of that? I was politely turned down, of course, but it is the gesture that will one day lead to another gesture, which will one day lead to a head inclined slightly in the general direction of another gesture. Little steps, my protege, little steps. That's funny. 10,780 experience points, and these 2 level 40 astrologian quests are done. Leveva isn't here. Does she exist in Ishgard somewhere where I can like end the video by waving next to her like I have been doing recently? How long have I been doing that? Like a couple months now? I have not done it the entire time I've made videos, but I started doing it, I think maybe during the crafting videos? I couldn't really tell you. You know, I don't really know. Anyway. Jeanette Renard, look forward. Look at the camera, dude. Anyway, whatever. Jeanette Renard, even though he played no part really at all in these quests, he and I thank you for watching. We say goodbye. Oh, what did I click? I clicked home. That was dumb. Told you, I am the dumb. You get used to it. Alright, we thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye for now. Wrong button. Meh, meh, meh.